Mundubile accused of witchcraft after attacking Hichilema's global ranking Zambia politics. They didn't attack Hichilema. They attacked him. What started as Mundubile mocking President Hakainde Hichilema's foreign newspaper ranking has turned into something far more explosive. His own followers are now accusing him of witchcraft, betrayal, and political desperation. So what exactly did Mundubile say? Why did it trigger such a furious backlash? And what does this reaction reveal about Zambia's deeply divided politics, especially when foreign media gets involved? Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of InspirAfrica Official. I'm Nakash. It's been quite a week here, hasn't it? The kind of week where you think you've seen it all in politics, and then something comes along that reminds you, you haven't seen anything yet. Today, we're diving into a story that has sent shockwaves rippling through Zambia's political landscape. A story that began with criticism, escalated to condemnation, and then took a turn that nobody, absolutely nobody, could have predicted. Imagine this. You're a prominent opposition leader, a voice that has thundered through parliament halls for years. You speak your mind about your president's international standing, you question the metrics, you challenge the narrative. Standard political discourse, right? But then, the accusations come. Not accusations of corruption. Not accusations of political impropriety. No. Accusations of something far darker, far more ancient, far more explosive. What happens when modern politics collides with allegations rooted in traditional beliefs? When a parliamentary debate transforms into whispers of witchcraft and supernatural manipulation? Stay with us. Because this is no longer about a ranking. It's about credibility, power, and a party losing control of its own narrative. When criticism of global rankings becomes grounds for accusations that would seem more at home in centuries past than in today's democracy? Can a political career survive such charges? Can a nation's discourse descend so far from policy into the realm of the occult? And most critically, what does it say about a society when its leaders are accused not just of bad governance, but of dark spiritual practices? The story of Brian Mundubile isn't just about one man anymore. It's about the dangerous intersection of politics, tradition, superstition, and power. And it's exploding right now. Factual foundation, background, and timeline. The revelation came to light in the wake of what should have been a routine political exchange. In late December 2024, Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema's administration celebrated his recognition in international rankings, specifically regarding his global standing as a democratic leader and his government's performance on various international indices. The administration had been promoting these achievements through state media and official channels, framing them as vindication of their new dawn government's policies. Brian Mundubile, the Member of Parliament from Wentz constituency and a prominent figure in the Opposition Patriotic Front, PF, took issue with these celebrations. On December 26th, Mundubile released a statement questioning the validity and methodology of these global rankings. He challenged whether President Hichilema's high marks reflected the lived reality of ordinary Zambians, pointing to economic hardships, the rising cost of living, and what he characterized as deteriorating democratic freedoms. These rankings, Mundubile argued in his statement, are disconnected from the suffering of our people. They paint a rosy picture while Zambians struggle to put food on the table. His criticism was sharp, pointed, and well within the bounds of normal parliamentary opposition. He called for the government to focus less on international accolades and more on domestic delivery. The statement gained traction on social media, with opposition supporters sharing it widely. Then, on December 27th, the situation took its bizarre turn. Reports began circulating on social media platforms, particularly Facebook and Twitter, that Mundubile was being accused of practicing witchcraft. The initial posts were vague, referencing unnamed sources who claimed that Mundubile had been exposed by traditional healers in his constituency. By December 28th, these accusations had gained momentum, with various social media accounts publishing detailed, though unverified, claims about rituals, charms, and supernatural practices allegedly linked to the opposition MP. What made the situation particularly volatile was the involvement of what appeared to be coordinated accounts amplifying these accusations. Screenshots of WhatsApp conversations, purportedly from community groups in Wentz, were shared showing locals discussing the allegations. Some posts claimed that Mundubile's criticism of the president had angered the spirits, and that his witchcraft had been turned back upon him. By December 29th, the story had exploded into mainstream media, with local television stations and newspapers picking up on what they initially framed as bizarre allegations against the opposition figure. Direct evidence, quotes, and testimony. In Mundubile's original statement challenging the president's rankings, he had been emphatic and direct. President Hichilema enjoys being celebrated by international organizations while the people of Zambia are crying. These so-called global rankings are meaningless when our economy is in distress, when load shedding has crippled businesses, when farmers cannot access inputs. I challenge the government to show us where these accolades are translating into better lives for Zambians. They are celebrating rankings while we are mourning our deteriorating standard of living. He continued, "It is insulting to Zambians to parade these international recognitions as if they represent our reality. The reality is unemployment. The reality is hunger. The reality is a government that has lost touch with its people while chasing approval from foreign entities." When the witchcraft accusations surfaced, Mundubile responded forcefully through a video posted on his official Facebook page on December 28th. "I have woken up to the most ridiculous, the most primitive, the most desperate accusations I have ever encountered in my political career. That I, Brian Mundubile, practice witchcraft? That I use juju? This is the level to which our political discourse has fallen." He paused, visibly frustrated, before continuing. "Let me be very clear. These accusations are a deflection. They are an attempt to distract from the legitimate questions I raised about our president's obsession with international rankings while Zambians suffer. Instead of answering my questions about the economy, about the cost of living, about their failures, they have resorted to character assassination of the most tribal, backward kind. I am not a witch. I do not practice any form of occultism. I am a Catholic. I am a family man. And I am a patriot who refuses to be silenced by these Stone Age tactics." Social media posts attributed to supporters of the ruling United Party for National Development, UPND, however, told a different story. One widely circulated post read, "Mundubile has been exposed. The people of Mwens know who he really is. You cannot attack a man of God like HH and expect your witchcraft to protect you. The spirits have turned against him. Even his own people are speaking out." Another post, from an account claiming to be a resident of Mwens, stated, "We know what happens in this constituency. We know about the meetings at night. We know about the rituals. Mundubile thinks we are blind, but, the truth always comes out. He has been using dark powers to maintain his position, and now that he has attacked the president, those powers are being exposed." A voice note, allegedly from a community elder in Luapula province, was shared across WhatsApp groups. The speaker, whose identity could not be independently verified, said, "This man, this MP of ours, he has been doing things that are not right. Things that our ancestors would not approve of. He goes to see these witch doctors, these nana, and they give him charms. For protection, for power. But now the spirits are angry. Because he has spoken against a man who walks with God. President Hichilema is protected, you see. So when Mundubile sent his witchcraft, it came back to him. It came back." Opposition figures rushed to Mundubile's defense. Raphael Nakasinda, the Patriotic Front spokesperson, released a statement on December 29th. "What we are witnessing is a calculated, malicious campaign of defamation against Honorable Mundubile. These accusations of witchcraft are not only false, they are dangerous. They represent an attempt to weaponize superstition for political gain. The UPND has failed to respond to Mundubile's substantive criticisms, so they have deployed their social media machinery to destroy him through tribalistic and backward accusations. This is the new low of Zambian politics under Hichilema." Deeper analysis, implications, and reactions. The Mundubile witchcraft saga reveals something profoundly troubling about the state of political discourse in Zambia, and perhaps in many African democracies still wrestling with the intersection of modernity and tradition. Political analyst Dr. Sishiwa, speaking on a radio program on December 29th, contextualized the accusations. What we're seeing here is the mobilization of belief systems for political warfare. Witchcraft accusations are not new in African politics, but they're particularly dangerous because they operate outside the realm of rational debate. You cannot disprove a witchcraft accusation with evidence or logic because it exists in a different epistemological framework. That's what makes it so effective as a political weapon, and so corrosive to democratic discourse. Dr. Sishawa continued, "The fact that these accusations emerged immediately after Mundubile criticized the president's global rankings is no coincidence. It's a deflection strategy. Rather than engage with his substantive points about the economy and governance, his opponents have shifted the terrain to something much more primal and divisive. The accusations have also exposed deep regional and ethnic tensions. Mundubile hails from Luapula province, an area with strong patriotic front support and a region that has historically felt marginalized by successive governments. Some analysts suggest that the witchcraft accusations play into stereotypes about northern Zambians and their relationship with traditional spiritual practices. Reverend Emmanuel Chikoya, a prominent religious leader in Lusaka, condemned the accusations in a statement released by the Zambia Council of Churches. "We are deeply disturbed by the weaponization of witchcraft accusations in our political space. These accusations not only defame individuals, they also perpetuate dangerous stereotypes and can incite violence. See. History shows us that witchcraft accusations have led to mob justice and deaths. We call on all political actors to exercise restraint and to elevate our discourse above such primitive tactics." Legal questions have also emerged. Could Mundubile sue for defamation? Under Zambian law, proving defamation requires demonstrating that false statements have damaged one's reputation. However, the decentralized nature of social media accusations, with no clear single author, makes legal recourse challenging. Constitutional lawyer John Sangwa noted in a television interview, "The problem with these social media campaigns is that they're designed to be legally untouchable. No single person claims responsibility. The accusations come from multiple anonymous accounts, voice notes without verified sources, screenshots that cannot be authenticated. It's a swarm attack, and our legal framework is not equipped to handle it effectively." The ruling UPND has officially distanced itself from the accusations. Information Minister Cornelius Mwitwa, in a press briefing on December 29, stated, "The UPND as a party does not engage in character assassination or in spreading unfounded allegations. If there are individuals on social media making these claims, they are acting independently. Our focus is on delivering development to the Zambian people, not on engaging with baseless rumors." However, opposition figures have pointed out that many of the accounts spreading the witchcraft allegations have previously been identified as pro-UPND, and that the coordinated nature of the campaign suggests organization rather than organic rumor. Perhaps most concerning is what this episode reveals about the fragility of rational political discourse in societies where traditional beliefs remain powerful. When political opponents can be neutralized not through debate but through spiritual accusations, democratic accountability becomes impossible. The question remains, will Mundubile's legitimate policy criticisms be remembered, or will he be forever tainted by accusations that cannot be disproven because they exist outside the realm of empirical reality? Thank you so much for watching, viewers. This is one of those stories that leaves you with more questions than answers, isn't it? Where do we draw the line between cultural beliefs and political manipulation? How do we protect democratic discourse when accusations can operate outside the bounds of evidence and reason? I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think these witchcraft accusations against Mundubile are politically motivated? How should Zambia's political class respond to such tactics? And what does this mean for the future of opposition politics in the country? We'll continue following this story as it develops, because something tells me we haven't heard the last of it. The intersection of politics and spirituality in Africa is complex, and stories like this force us to confront uncomfortable truths about how power operates in our societies. I'll be back tomorrow with more stories, more analysis, and more conversations that matter. Until then, this is Nakash, signing off from InspirAfrica Official. Stay informed, stay critical, and keep asking the difficult questions. See you next time.